Hello everyone. In this video, we will learn how to create a form and report in Libre Office Base. So, as you can see, this is Libre Office Base window. To create a form or a report, you must be having one table or a query on the basis of which you have to create a form or report. Now, how to create a table or query or how to make a database, for that you can refer to my previous video in which I have told how to create a table and query. So please refer to my previous video. Now in this video, we will start creating a form first. So for that, click on Use Wizard to create form. So this will open a wizard and you can proceed with the steps given in the wizard. So first of all, it will ask you, select the field of your form, select the table or query. So you have to make a form on which table or which query, that you have to select here. So you can make a form on a table also or on a query also. I am selecting the table student. Now these are the available fields in the table student. If you want to select all the fields, you can click on this double right arrow buttons. And if you want to select a particular field, then you can click on the fields which you want to add in the form and click on the right arrow and the field will be added in the form. Now suppose I want to take all the fields, so I am simply clicking on this option, this double arrow button. Now click on next and again click on next. Now this will show you the arrangement of the main form. So basically it's better you select, because this is a data sheet view, so it's better you select either the first or the second option. So if you click on the first option, your form will appear something like this. Okay, and if you click on the second option, you will get the form like this. So we are clicking on the first option, then click on next again. Now the form is used to display all the data. Click, just keep clicking this option only. Now click on next. You can change the background color of the form as per your requirement. Click on next and work with this form and click on finish. Now this form is ready to view. Why do we use form? Basically, form is used to enter details, to view the details of the table. So you can see it's a data entry form in which you can see what are the various records in the table. Now, right now it is showing record of student whose admission number is 1. Now at the bottom, we will see the records toolbar. You can click on this button to go to the next record, admission number 2. Next, this is the tool to go to the last record. This is record number 5. This is the tool to go to the first record. And next, and previous record. So this is a record toolbar at the bottom, which will show you the various options through which you can navigate the records. And if you want to directly go to any record, you can simply write the record number 3. There are total of 5 records. Press enter. It will directly take you to record number 3. Now suppose if you want to enter one more record, there are total of 5 records here. I want to enter one more record. Click on this plus sign here. This is a tool for adding a new record. A blank boxes will come over here. So I'm writing admission number 6. Write any name here. Write the address. Write date of birth. Write fees. Monitor yes or no. This is a yes no field. You can add a photo if required. And I am adding a class here. Now after this, adding the record, you have to click on the save button. This will save the record. The record is saved now. And now you can see it is showing a total count of 6. So whatever records you are adding here, it will be saved in the table also. And suppose if you want to make some changes in the record, like suppose this is a record of admission number 4, Ria is the name. I want to add address also here. So I'm adding Delhi as the address. And I want to add date of birth also over here. So these changes I am doing and click on save again. So not only you can add a new record, but you can change some existing records also. And if you want to delete any record, like suppose if I want to delete record number 5 of admission number 5, click on this cross button, this one. This is used to delete the record. And click on yes. It is asking us whether you want to delete the record. Click on yes. The record will be deleted. Okay. Now, we will close this form. You can see the form has been made here. Now we will see the table student we will see here. And whatever changes we have done, we can see one more record has been added here. Record of student admission number 5 is deleted. And we have made some changes in record of admission number 4. We have added the date, address and date of birth that has been added in the table. So whatever changes we are doing in the form, they will be reflected back in the table. So basically form is a more user-friendly way of entering the records. Now, after making the form, if you want to make some changes in it, so click on the form, right click and click on edit. Whether you want to make some changes in the table, queries, forms, reports, you have to right click on the icon and click on edit option. Okay. Now, after this, you can see on the left side, there are various tools given over here. This is called as form control toolbar. Form control toolbar. Now, if I want to give some heading to the form, like I want to give a heading student details. So for that, we can take this tool. This is the label tool. This is text box. As you can see in the form also, these are all the labels that gives the heading. And these are all the text boxes which are currently blank. They give the values associated with each label. So label give the headings, and text box here will give the details or the records values here. So if I want to add a label, add a heading on the top, I will click on the label tool. This is the text box tool and this is the label tool. So click on the label tool and add it over here. And then suppose you want to give some heading. So you can right click on the label tool, click on control properties, and in the properties window, you have to click on label property, and whatever heading you want to give, like student details. So I'm giving this heading here. And if you want, you can change the font also. You can change the alignment also, like I'm changing the alignment to center. You can change the background color of the label tool also, like I'm giving a background color. Suppose this is the background color which I am giving right now. And you can also change the font of this label. So click on this font property, click on these three dots. You can change the font size. You can change the font style. I'm just changing the font size here. So I'm changing the font size to 14. Click on OK and close this window. Now you can see a label has been added as a heading for the form. Now, if I want to go to, this is called as design mode. Currently, we are on design mode of the form because we are making some changes in the design of the table. Now, if you want to see the records of in the form, for that we have to go to form view. So this is a tool. This tool is called as design mode tool. This is just the second tool in this particular form control toolbar. Click on the design mode tool. This tool is used to switch between the form view and design view. So now you are in form view and you can see various records. And as I told you, these are the labels. On the left side, it shows the heading. That means what has to be entered in the text box. These are given in the label. And this is the text box which contains the actual data. Okay. So this, we are in the form view. You can see the heading over here. Now, if I click on this again, design mode button, now you are in the design mode. Now you can make some changes in the structure of the form. Now, if I have to change the background color of the form, for that, right click on the form, click on page style, and from here, you will get the option of area. Take any color. If you want to change the color, take any gradient option. If you want to give some gradient option here. So I am taking, suppose, a gradient here. So this gradient you have to take, click on apply, click on OK. So this gradient effect I have given in the form. And if you want to change page style, right click page style, color, you can give any color also. You can also insert an image in the background. Suppose you have stored some image in your system and you want to add that image as a background of the form, then you can click on add and import, select the image file, and then you can add that image file as a background of the form. Okay. So right now I am not taking any image as such. So I am just clicking on the option of color and I am adding any color in the background of the form. Apply and OK. So this is the background color of the form. Now, some more things we are going to do. Like suppose if you want to change the font of this label. So when I'm clicking on any of these, you can see it is selecting both label and text box. Like if I'm clicking here, it is selecting both label and text box. Now, if I have to make some changes only in the label, not in the text box. So select only one of these. We have to press Control key and click on the label or click on the text box. If you want to make some changes in the text box, Control key and click on the text box. So if you want to select only one of these, either label or text box, you have to click on Control key and then select. If you simply select, it will select both of these. So suppose if I want to change the font of this label, Control and click, right click, and again go to Control properties. And from here, as I told you, you can change the font, you can change the alignment, you can change the background color. All these options are here. So I am just changing the font and click on OK. Now, if you want to resize the label, you can simply Control click, select it and resize it as per your requirement. And you can also move the label wherever you want. By first of all, you have to Control and click and select and then move the label or the text box. Okay. Now, there is one more thing. You might have seen in some form, you get the calendar control while adding a date. So calendar gives you better option to add a date. So for that, I am increasing the size of this text box, control click and increase the size of the text box. I want to add a calendar control to this date of birth. So select this text box, control click and select, right click, control properties. Now we have to select two properties here. One is date format. You have to click on date format property here. This property is only available if you have taken date of birth as date field. If you have taken it as numeric or text field, this property will not be available. So make sure you can add calendar control only to the date field. So date format standard long you have to take. Okay. Then one more property you have to set, that is your drop down property. So drop down property, let me just see, where is it? Yes, this is drop down property. You have to click on yes here. So two properties we have to set: date format, standard long, drop down, yes. Now we will click on this button to go to the form view. Now we will see the output here. The date is coming nicely with the calendar control. Click on the calendar control, whichever date you want to take. Suppose this one, or you can select the date from here. You can select the year. Okay, you can select the month. You can select the date. Double click on it. That date will come over here. Okay, so this way you can add a calendar control. Now suppose you want to give some tooltip information on any text box. So what is tooltip information? Like you might have seen when you click on any tool, when you place your mouse on any tool, it gives the name of the tool, like design mode, toggle, label. So this is called as tooltip information. Same tooltip information if you want to add on any of the text box. So for that, again, go to design mode. We are in design view now. Save the changes, yes. Now in design view only you can make some changes. So suppose here I want to give a tooltip that class enter either 9th or 10th. So control and click on the text box. Control and click. Okay. Then right click, control properties. Okay. So for tooltip information, you have to go to help text. In the help text, type whatever information you want to give, whatever prompt you want to give while entering the details. So I am giving this tooltip, enter class 9 or 10. Okay. So let us see how it will come. I am clicking on this design mode button again. Now you are in form view. When you are entering any record here, it will show you the tooltip information here. It is written here, enter class 9th or 10th. It is prompting you, it is helping you what data has to be entered in that particular text box. Okay. So these 2-3 things we have to do in the form design view. Now we will go to reports. We will see how to create a report in Libre Office Base. Save this tape, save this form. So reports. Now again, for the form also we have used wizard. Again for report also we will use wizard to create a report. Now you have to select on which table or on which query you have to create a report. I'm taking the table student, and suppose I'm taking all the fields. Click on next. Okay, these are the labels. Then if you want to change the headings, you can change, like the field name is the admission number. But if you want, you can write some other name for the field also. Like for date of birth, I am just writing full date of birth. Field name will be DOB, but it will show you date of birth as a heading in the report. Now next. Sorry, I don't want to take this photograph here. So I am removing photograph from the report here. So I'm clicking on photo and I'm removing it from here. Now click on next. Next. So you want to add any grouping levels. Suppose I want to group the report as per the class. So I'm taking class for the grouping. If you do not want, you can simply click on next again. If you want to sort the report based on any particular field, that also you can select sorting in ascending or descending order. Here I'm not sorting it because it is already grouped as per class. Next, tabular report, next, and click on finish. You can give some title to the report if you want. Suppose I'm giving the title student details. Okay, static and dynamic report. Dynamic report we have to create. What is the difference between static and dynamic report? It is that static report means if you make any changes in the table, once the report is created and you made the changes in the table, it will not be reflected in the report. But dynamic report means, suppose you have created the report. After creating the report, we make some changes in the table. So those changes will also be reflected in the report. Okay. There is one more thing in the layout option. Orientation, landscape or portrait. Whether you want to print the report in landscape, that is width is more. Portrait means the length will be more. So this also we have to take into consideration. We generally take landscape. Next, and then click on finish. Okay, so this report is ready now. As you can see, we have grouped the records according to class. So class 9, there are 2 students. Class 10th, there are 3 students. So this is how we have made a report. Now we will do some changes in the report. So right click and click on edit. Now suppose if you want to give some heading to the report. So again, this is a label control. Click on the label control and drag it over here on the form. Open on the report and double click on it. You will get the properties of the label. From here, you can write, suppose I'm writing the heading student details. And click outside, so you will get this heading here. Same way, if you want to add date and time in the report, you can go to insert, click on date and time, and include date, include time, and click on OK. So date and time is added in the page header. So first of all, you have to click on the page header area and then add date and time. Save this report and click on the close button. Now double click and see that date and time is there and the heading which we have added for the report is also there. If you want, you can change the font of the label also, which we have not done right now, but in the same way, like you have changed the font in the form, you can change the font of the label in the report also.